Welcome to the Sprinklr CMO Advisory Board, Defining the Future of Marketing. Facilitating our panel of thought leaders is Lynn Power. She is the past CEO of J. Walter Thompson, New York, and co-founder of HMS Beagle. Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you.
So our theme today is exploring human-to-human marketing. What are we going to learn today?
Yeah, well, I think this first theme was really all about understanding, where the future of marketing is going and this being a key driver. And it was interesting because, some of the experts pointed out, rightly so, that human-to-human marketing is actually old, not new. And, it's kind of coming full circle because as we become more technology-centric and automated, there is still a desire and a craving for human connection and experiences.
So Lynn, working with Sprinklr, you put together quite a panel of thought leaders.
Yeah, so the panel is a really interesting, diverse group of folks who all have marketing experience as CMOs or as heads of digital for their companies, or they've worked on the agency side in that kind of capacity as well. So it's been a really interesting and active group.
So in your executive summary, it kind of looks like human-to-human marketing is the future.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I think it's kind of being seen by everybody as essential and critical to creating a really strong brand experience and a connected brand experience, which is, the future of marketing is moving.
So let's get into a key point number one then. This is the authenticity and transparency issue, which kind of seems to be the star of this story, huh?
Well, I think it's just one of those things that you can't forget about. If you're going to create a brand experience and you want it to be authentic, which means it has to be transparent and you do need to create some trust and you do want to have some personality and a brand voice and all those things, those are human qualities. And you do have to think about what that means and how it manifests in your marketing plan. And there were a couple good comments from our experts here. One is talking about Netflix, which I think they've obviously done a great job. And Keith mentions storytelling, quality, engagement, trust. Those are all connective qualities and human qualities. And so those are really important as you're thinking about building out what the brand experience looks like.
And in key point number two, you talk about the role of automation.
Yeah, so clearly there's a drive to automate a number of marketing functions, specifically in the performance marketing, digital marketing space. And I think everyone kind of acknowledges that that can be really powerful, but there needs to be some convergence with where humans come in. And I think the learning here is figuring out when human interactions make sense and when the chatbot can take over. It's not as straightforward, I think, as it may seem.
And then as you get into key point number three here, this is a successful human-to-human marketing requires multiple channels and touch points.
Well, yeah, I think when you dissect what it actually means, it doesn't always mean that you're physically in front of a live person. Social media is definitely seen as a driver of human to human. And that's because if you think of the way social is used, it can be customer service oriented. It can be that one-on-one connection and responsiveness. It does require thinking through how all these channels work and how they work together and how they fuel each other. So I thought Laureen had a great point, which is, everyone's talking about influencer marketing, but that's basically what human to human marketing can be if it's done right.
So how do we use AI in our human-to-human marketing? Because it kind of sounds like a contradiction in terms.
Yeah, I think the points here were more watch-outs around the desire to implement AI and machine learning and in marketing, but the watch-out being, if you kind of rush to it, thinking that it's going to be a cost savings measure or help you with your ROI in the short term, you may lose out in the long run if you're not thinking about the bigger picture of your customer interaction and your brand experience.
So tell us about these top three panelists.
One was a CMO, one is a marketer in India, and the other is kind of more of a strategist. So nice to get a good mix of thinking, and I hope they continue to be really active.
It's Lynn Power. She's co-founder of HMS Beagle. She has over 30 years of experience in the ad industry, including most recently serving as CEO of J. Walter Thompson in New York. And Lynn, we will talk again.
Thanks so much.